I've watched enterprises pretend disruption is predictable for 25 years. It never is. Here's the pattern nobody wants to admit. Major technological shifts don't move in straight lines. They move like pandemics. Slow adoption, then exponential spread, then suddenly everyone's caught up at once. The UK is showing us something right now with AI adoption. It's not ahead because it's smarter. It's ahead because it got hit first. That makes it the early warning system for what's about to happen everywhere else. Here's the data that matters. A Morgan Stanley survey from January 2026 looked at UK firms across 5 AI-exposed sectors. Net job loss over 12 months, 8%. These aren't companies experimenting with AI. They've been using it for over a year, and they're seeing the steepest job losses among major economies measured. That's not a pilot program. That's a structural shift, compressed into a year. Our first reaction to that data? Well, that wouldn't happen here. I watched this exact pattern in March 2020. Italy's hospitals overflowed. We told ourselves the same thing. That rationalization, that sense of immunity, is how you end up 12 months behind instead of 12 months ahead. I've seen this movie. I know how it ends. The question isn't whether this pattern applies to you. It's whether you're willing to act before it's obvious. Humans respond to disruption in 5 predictable stages. Dismissal, the Canary moment. The Scramble, resistance. Then the new normal. The pandemic compressed what usually takes decades into 18 months. AI is doing the same thing, just slow enough that most people think they have time. They don't. We've seen this arc before. The mistake isn't in the pattern. It's in believing you're exempt from it. Stage 1, dismissal. Late 2019, the virus was local, seasonal, wouldn't reach us. Professionals trained in systems thinking filed it under background noise. Now listen to what we said about AI just last year. Maybe it's fine for chat, not real work. Same blind spot, different threat. The difference is, this one won't announce itself with field hospitals. It'll show up as a quarterly earnings call where your competitor's margin just improved by 11% and nobody can explain how. By the time it's visible, you're not early, you're late. Stage 2, the Canary moment. When Italy buckled under COVID, we said it's their demographics, their healthcare system. When the UK started showing real AI job losses, 8% net in a year, we said it's Brexit. Different labor laws. We rationalize early warnings instead of learning from them. The UK isn't different, it's just earlier. That's the pattern. We watch the canary die and tell ourselves our mine has better ventilation. Stage 3, the Scramble. This is where the rationalization ends and the panic starts. In 2020, we watched entire supply chains pivot in a matter of weeks. Global manufacturing retooled for ventilators. The scramble was loud. Today's corporate scramble is quieter, but no less frantic. Companies that dismissed generative AI in 2023 are mandating it in 2025. Customer support teams went from writing replies to supervising drafts. Analysts went from producing first passes to stress testing what the model generates. The shift isn't gradual. It's a sprint dressed up as strategy. Stage 4 is the resistance. During COVID, it was lockdowns are worse than the disease, or I'm not wearing a mask. Today it's we need to slow down and regulate, or AI could never do what I do, usually said by people who haven't tested that claim. Some of this raises valid concerns, but concerns don't stop adoption curves. The virus didn't care about your opinion on masks. The AI adoption curve won't pause for your comfort or wait for pending regulations. Reality moves at its own pace, not yours. Stage 5 is the new equilibrium. By 2022, Zoom fatigue had completely replaced commute complaints. We didn't go back to the old world. We just found new things to complain about. The new normal for AI is still forming, but the shape is clear. Some jobs will vanish, not most, but enough to matter. Most jobs will transform completely while keeping the exact same title. That part's already happening, and new roles will emerge that we don't have names for yet. The people who thrive won't be the ones fighting the disruption. They'll be the ones who learned to work with it before it became obvious. Why the UK is seeing AI job losses. While the US isn't, yet here's what's fascinating. Both the US and UK have access to the exact same AI technology at exactly the same time. But the outcomes look completely different. In the US, the reflex is brutal and fast. Learn the new tool or lose your job. Nobody's coming to save you. That culture produces speed. Gallup shows 12% of US workers using AI daily. A quarter use it several times a week. The UK has stronger institutional buffers. Unions, longer notice periods, redundancy protections. Those buffers buy workers a warning, but they kill urgency. And here's the irony. By the time the displacement actually arrives, the window to adapt is already closed. The winners in this won't be the countries with the most protective policies. They'll be the ones with the fastest reflexes. Culture eats strategy, but speed eats culture. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Individual resistance doesn't stop collective adaptation. It just determines who gets left behind. Opting out personally during the pandemic didn't stop your office from closing. The system shifted anyway. With AI, sure, you can refuse to build fluency, but the person who gets your promotion won't refuse. Waiting for regulation to slow things down just means your competitor accelerates right past you while you're standing still. Which brings us to the final question. What do you actually do about it? How to not get left behind in the AI shift. So how do you stay ahead? 4 rules I actually use. 1. Watch the canaries, not the averages. That UK job data, it's not an anomaly, it's a preview. Pay attention before it becomes your indicator. 2. Adapt before you have to. The workers thriving today started learning these tools 18 months ago, before it was mandatory. 3. Don't confuse resistance with strategy. Skepticism asks how to do this well. Resistance pretends we don't have to do it at all. One is useful. The other is expensive denial. 4. Find the new shape. There is no return to normal. Here's your assignment. Pick one repetitive workflow this week. Rebuild it using AI with human review, not someday, this week. The companies that figure this out in the next 12 months will acquire the companies that don't. Follow for more. Here's the question that matters. Are you shaping what's next or just reacting to it? This disruption is coming for everyone. The virus didn't wait for readiness. Neither will this. If COVID taught us anything, it's that the arc of disruption is inevitable, but the outcomes aren't. The choices you make in the next 12 months decide which side of the new normal you land on. Start watching the right indicators. Start adapting now. Start shaping your future before someone else shapes it for you. If you want to stay ahead of this curve, follow for more.